Hi guys, coming to you from the Mona Lavender Farm in Utah. Today is farm day at the 2018 Young Living Grand International Convention, and I am super excited to share with you 10 essential oils. When I started using essential oils, I was just getting them from the health food store that the quality was okay, it said 100%. So I was adding it in my water, I was using it topically, not really knowing how it was made, where it was grown. I never really questioned that. I was just using it because it was from the health food store. I started using some other stuff about 9 years ago that I was using, and I was just ordering it online. I just knew it was better than what you would buy at the health food store, and I just used it. I never really, again, asked the question how it was grown, where it was grown. I didn't really have a community to go to ask questions on how to use it, how other moms were using it. And fast forward about 4 years ago, I was introduced to Young Living Essential Oils. And when I was introduced to Young Living Essential Oils, the person had asked me, oh, so do you use essential oils? And just so happened I had a bottle of this blend to help with respiratory support at the time, and it was the other stuff that I was ordering online, and I said, yeah, I already have oils, like, don't talk to me about oils, I already know about oils. And this person went on to share on Young Living and what was different, how they started. The founder Gary Young is like the founder of essential oils as we know it today. So I never really put thought into how it was grown, where it was grown, how the land was being cultivated. And so I left that conversation kind of like, it got me thinking like, I never really bothered to ask that question and think about that conversation that I had with that guy. And so that's when I actually started to do a little bit of research and just started to discover the difference. And that's basically what got me to switch, was their seed to seal guarantee. So where they are in charge of the seeds, they're in charge of their farms, the cultivating that goes into it, the distilling that goes into it. Gary Young, he is just mind-blowing, with everything that he's done for the essential oil world. A lot of people, that's what they say, where copycatting is a form of flattery, basically. I never knew the difference. When I stopped using the other stuff and came over to Young Living, I'll be honest, I got my starter kit, I opened the lavender from Young Living, I smelt it, and I was like, oh, what is this? Doesn't smell like the other stuff I use, because the other stuff I was using smelled freaking wonderful. Peppermint smelled like candy, lavender smelled like, Bath and Body lotion. It was just like, it just smelled good. And when I got Young Living stuff, I was like, ooh, this is kind of earthy. I don't think I like this. So lo and behold, my box of oils sat under my bed while I continued to use the other stuff because, I'm just going to use the other stuff because it smells better. Not knowing the difference in quality in the product until I ran out of my other stuff, then remembered, oh, I have this box of oils under my bed. Dust the dust off of them. I went back to the lavender that I had opened and I used it before bed, just like I always use lavender. And I just did a drop just on the bottom of my feet, behind my neck. And I swear it felt like I took a sleeping pill. I was like, what in the world is this stuff? And then I started using the other oils in the box, and then I was like, is it just me? Is it in my head? I need to know. So then that's where I went to a friend and I said, dude, you gotta try this lavender. I don't know if it's in my head or what. So she tried the lavender and she was like, what is this? Because she was using the other stuff I was using before. And I was like, I don't know, I just need somebody to try this because I don't know if it's in my head, if I'm crazy. So lo and behold, she tried some, and her too, same thing. So I was like, dude, this is something different. This is something special. And the more I learned about Young Living, shoot, I'm sitting here at their farm right now. What essential oil company invites people to their farm? Even if you don't do the business. Like, look, my sister's here on this trip. She doesn't even do the business. She just loves using the product. And even she's blown away by just the transparency of this place. Like, if you could see, there is probably, I want to say, at least 10,000 people at this farm right now. And they're just walking around, checking everything out. I mean, you can go and walk up to the distillery. I just planted some little baby lavender seedlings. I mean, how freaking awesome is that? that Gary Young had started, and to know that he took his money and rather than investing it in fancy marketing, reaching out to the younger market, he took his money and invested it in the farms, because he knew that sure, you can have fancy marketing, but what kind of product are you going to be backing that up with? So that's where he invested in the farms, like one like this that we're here at. This is the Mona Lavender Farm. They grow Melissa, goldenrod. They got some other stuff that I didn't even have half the chance to check out at the greenhouse because it's just expansive. But that's basically the background on how I got started using essential oils, and it just took off from there, because it's not just oils, it's a whole lifestyle. So everything from toothpaste, you know, stuff that we use every day but don't really think what's in it. I mean, I was a huge couponer. Well, I took pride in my coupon shelf. You know, I had deodorants lined up, I had shampoos, conditioners, I mean, every single thing you can think of when people coupon, and you have just excessive bunch of not so good stuff. Until one day I googled an ingredient in the deodorant and I was like, what in the world? And we're putting this on our underarms every day, and it's going directly into our lymph nodes that affect how our whole body runs. Like, dude, we're seriously poisoning ourselves. I know I sound so crunchy and over the top, but I'm not saying go walking around, you know, stinking, but just put some thought into that. You know, every day we come into contact with all kinds of outside toxins, even toothpaste. I mean, look at the stuff you're using in your toothpaste. So that's where our family made the switch to use all of the Thieves products, from the household cleaning to the toothpaste, the mouthwash. I mean, all of it. Just come to my house and you can take a peek. And so what I ended up doing was just basically what I call transfer buying. So instead of buying it at the store, I just buy it through Young Living, and a little goes a long way. And to me, yes, it might be a little pricier, but this is where I find that our family's not spending as much on, you know, co-pays or medications. It's just being more proactive in our overall lifestyle. So I mean, you know, pick and choose your battles. You are the keeper of your home, so you pick and choose, you know, what comes in and out of your home. So that's where you empower yourself on what you're choosing for your family. And it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, I'm still making the switch, you know what I mean? If you come to my house, I have on my kitchen sink, I do have the Thieves dishwashing soap, but there's also a bottle of Dawn. I don't know, for some reason, I love Dawn. I love Dawn, but I'm slowly making the switch to Thieves. I kind of go back and forth, you know? So I am not perfect by all means. Do I eat perfect all the time? No. I try to, you know what I mean? So on the things in my life where I can pick and choose on what I am allowing into my life, you know, have at it, I guess. Pick and choose your battles. It's not life or death, but when you can make these little changes, it is amazing. So I'm just going to quickly share with you the 10 oils that come in the premium starter kit. First off, they're not in any specific order, I just tossed them in here, but there is lemon in here. Lemon is awesome. I love it in cold sparkling water. It's nice and refreshing. It's also detoxifying. So if you need a little boost, you can definitely add a drop into your water. You can also put this in the diffuser to help purify the air. The premium starter kit does come with a diffuser, so you have a choice of the dewdrop diffuser, which is the cone looking one, or there's the newer diffuser, which is the desert mist diffuser. That diffuser just came out last year at last year's convention, and that one is amazing, which I'll get to in a bit. But lemon is awesome. So you can use it topically, which they don't recommend you use it out in the sun because it's photosensitive. But diffusing and a drop in the water is amazing. Peppermint, you know what? This was my lifesaver when I was pregnant with Nane and Baze because I was so nauseated. Whether it was taking, inhaling it, you know, just breathing it through your hands. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll just take a little drop on the back of my hand here, just like that, and I'll just take a quick lick, and it's a nice wake me upper. Peppermint is also awesome in the diffuser, especially in the morning when you want a quick pick me up. So Copaiba. Now Copaiba was actually one of the last oils I opened when I got the kit because I had no idea what that was. So Copaiba, I found out, has the same constituents as medical marijuana. However, it doesn't have the THC, so you don't have the euphoria effects, but basically has the same constituents and benefits as that. So that's a good one to have. This is a lifesaver if you have a teething baby. And then we have Digize here, but I don't really care for that smell. However, what it does is absolutely amazing. Just a drop over your stomach, your system becomes backed up, or you're not going at the usual time. So Digize is always a good one to have. Thieves is amazing for boosting the immune system. I like to put this in some carrier oil, and I'll apply it to the bottoms of my feet and along the spine, just to keep up with the boosting of the immune system. I feel like I'm definitely gonna need some Panaway after this convention with all of this walking and but Panaway is great for any kind of muscle discomforts and joint discomfort. Ooh, Citrus Fresh. Oh my gosh, this is super refreshing. I love it in the diffuser, which again, like I shared, comes in the premium starter kit. My favorite with the Citrus Fresh is actually adding it to some Greek yogurt and then using it as a dip with some sliced apples. Super refreshing, healthy for the kids, and it's yummy. This comes in the starter kit. This is frankincense. So back when I started using essential oils, the other stuff that I was using, I had a kit, but it didn't have a diffuser. It had like a bunch of oils, but then I only knew how to use like the immune one, and then the lemon and the peppermint. Everything else in that kit, I wanted to know how to use it, but I didn't know how to use it because I just didn't have the education on it. And there was no frankincense, but when I found out how valuable and beneficial frankincense is, I wanted it, but I just couldn't find myself coughing up the money for it, because if you're using quality frankincense, it is pricey. You go to the health food store and you can get a bottle like this for like 19 bucks. That's a big red flag, just letting you know. But frankincense here is amazing. So when I saw that this premium starter kit had a diffuser and it had the frankincense, I didn't even know what the other 9 oils did in this kit. I was like, I need that. Frankincense is great skincare. This is actually one of the things I use in my nighttime regimen. You can do frankincense and lavender together, is awesome for your skin. Also Raven. You get Raven in the kit. Raven is amazing for respiratory support, especially with the air quality going on back in Maui when there's no trade winds and the skies look kind of hazy. You know what that means. So TYJ for the diffuser, you pop some of that Raven in there along with some lemon and let that diffuser run, and it totally helps your respiratory support system. There is lavender. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of all oils. Anything that you can possibly think of, like in some lotion after I shower, it'll be like nice and soothing. Lavender is also great in the diffuser for bedtime and just for calming the kids down. Lavender is my go-to. Now what's awesome with the starter kit is, aside from the 10 oils, you get 2 samples of the Ningxia Red packet to boost your energy, immune system. You can Google it, read up on it, it is amazing. And then you also get a bottle of Stress Away. So this is actually a bonus oil. I always think I can go without Stress Away when I run out, but y'all know, everybody needs Stress Away in their life. Oh my gosh, so good. Starter kit is amazing. You're not gonna know everything overnight, you know what I mean? It took me a while to learn, and the awesome part is your premium starter kit comes with me. So any questions you have, not only does it come with me, it comes with all these other like-minded people. I may not know everything, but somebody in our oil community does and has experience with that. So I invite you, I mean, make the change. You know, if you find that you're using some other stuff that, you know, you think it works great, I mean, that's good. Keep using it. You know, you're still going the natural route, but if you're looking for a change and want to discover the difference, I totally invite you to take a look at Young Living's premium starter kit. So your premium starter kit is $160 with the 11 oils, the diffuser, and you'll also get 24% savings on future orders. Not only that, this is where it comes with our community. You can come and ask questions. We have lots of events, and it's not just on oils, it's basically a whole lifestyle. Thank you for joining me, and shakas!